The weight of the world, it seemed, rested upon them, pressing down with an almost unbearable force. She had been working tirelessly, juggling 2 jobs to make ends meet, her days blending into nights with no respite. Life had thrown her a curveball, leaving her with little time for herself and even less for others. The constant hustle and bustle of the city only added to her stress. The city lights blurred into streaks of color as she navigated the evening rush, a kaleidoscope of chaos that mirrored her inner turmoil. Each step felt heavier than the last, a testament to her exhaustion. Her feet dragged and her shoulders slumped under the invisible weight she carried. The aroma of freshly baked bread from a nearby bakery did little to lift her spirits. It was a fleeting comfort in a sea of fatigue. All she yearned for was the solace of her small apartment and a few hours of sleep. The thought of her bed was the only thing that kept her going.
As she turned a corner, a sight stopped her in her tracks. It was a moment that made her forget her own troubles, if only for a second. A young man, his face etched with despair, sat huddled on the cold pavement. His presence was a stark reminder of the city's harsh realities. He clutched a worn cardboard sign, his eyes downcast. The sign told a story of hardship and hope, a plea for help in a world that often looked the other way. Anna's heart went out to him. She felt a connection, a shared understanding of struggle and perseverance. She knew the sting of hardship all too well. It was a silent bond between 2 weary souls in the vast, indifferent city.
For a moment, Anna hesitated, her feet rooted to the spot, as if weighed down by the gravity of her decision. She was already running on fumes, both physically and financially, her exhaustion evident in every step she took and every glance at her empty wallet. Could she really afford to spare anything for a stranger? The question echoed in her mind, a constant reminder of her own precarious situation. Her inner voice whispered doubts, reminding her of her own struggles, the bills piling up, and the uncertainty of tomorrow. But something in the young man's eyes tugged at her heartstrings, a silent plea that resonated deeply within her. It mirrored the desperation she felt within her own soul, a reflection of her own battles and fears. Perhaps it was a flicker of shared humanity, a silent understanding of life's unexpected blows that connected them in that fleeting moment. Without a second thought, Anna reached into her purse, her fingers trembling slightly as they brushed against the worn fabric. She pulled out a $5 bill, the last one she had until her next paycheck, a small but significant gesture of kindness. With a gentle smile, she knelt down and pressed it into the young man's hand, hoping it would bring him a moment of relief and a glimmer of hope. Things will get better.
Do you know who I am?
Anna frowned, confused by his question. She shook her head, wondering why it mattered.
My name is David, and my father is Thomas Miller, the CEO of Miller Industries.
Anna's eyes widened in astonishment. Miller Industries was a Fortune 500 company, a titan in the business world.
David explained that he had taken a bet with his friends, a challenge to experience life on the streets for a day. He thought it would be a simple task, a way to prove his resilience and perhaps learn something new about the world.
I hadn't anticipated the depth of despair I would encounter, nor the kindness of strangers like Anna. The streets were harsher than I had imagined, but the people I met showed me a side of humanity I had never seen before.
Touched by her generosity, David insisted on repaying her kindness tenfold. He felt a deep sense of gratitude and wanted to make a meaningful difference in her life.
I offered her a job at my father's company, a position that came with a significant salary and benefits. It was the least I could do for someone who had shown me such unexpected kindness.
Anna was overwhelmed. She had been struggling to make ends meet, and this opportunity felt like a lifeline.
She had never imagined that a simple act of compassion could lead to such an unexpected turn of events. It was a reminder that sometimes the smallest gestures can have the most profound impacts.
But life, it seemed, had a way of surprising her. This experience taught both David and Anna that kindness and generosity could change lives in ways they never thought possible.
Anna's story became a testament to the power of small acts of kindness. It served as a reminder that even in the depths of our own struggles, we have the capacity to make a difference in the lives of others. And sometimes those small acts of compassion have a way of coming back to us in the most unexpected and profound ways.